Hey everyone, here's my second book critique. My feature text is Newbery Award winner Good Masters, Sweet Ladies, Voices from a Medieval Village by Laura Schultz. It is a collection of 17 monologues portraying different people's lives in medieval time period. There are nobles, middle class, peasants, and villains. A villain is a peasant who could be bought and sold like a slave, and their house, family, and labor all belong to the lord of the manor. The monologues are poems, short narratives, and dialogues. The reason I chose this as my feature text is because it brings to life the struggles from the medieval time period. So the first lesson plan idea I have is for 7th grade English. I would hand out one monologue to each of the students. If there are not enough, I would have some work in partners based on work ethic and skill. If there are too many monologues, I can ask for volunteers to read and do work for two. After the students receive a monologue, with partners they will have to look up Old English words or traditions they do not know. They will have to use context clues, dictionaries, thesauruses, and as a last resort, the web if available. The students will have to write the definition, pronunciation, be able to write it in a sentence or have a picture, and explain if the word is still used in modern English today. The students will then have to upload what they found out and put it in a Padlet as a guide for other students to use. My second lesson plan is 7th grade history. In class, we will go over the different medieval classes, and then I will distribute a monologue to each student, making sure they receive a different one than from the one they had in English class. Then they will have to read silently or quietly to themselves using the student-created guide and even asking the teachers questions to make sure they understand the monologue they received. Students will then be split up into small groups to read the monologues and participate in a hot seat activity. The hot seat activity is where the other students ask the students who read the monologue questions, and the student has to answer in the perspective of their monologue role. When students are done with the hot seat, they can all talk about the different monologues together and give opinions about them all. Afterwards, for homework, they must research some more about their role and then write a letter from the perspective of that role. The letter should have thoughts and feelings on their position in life, what's going on in their life, and maybe even reactions to what happened in the monologue. Some other books that I read were Bridge to Terabithia, which is about two lonely 10-year-olds creating a magical forest to escape and play in. I have never read the book, and I've only ever seen the movie, and it was interesting to be able to read about their feelings and reactions more in depth. A Long Way from Chicago is about two siblings having to go to the grandma's house in the country every summer and having a wacky, fun adventure each year. The War That Saved My Life is about a girl with a clubbed foot and her little brother running to the country when the children are evacuated from London because of World War II. There they find love in a home which they did not have in London with their mom. Song of Robin Hood is a collection of traditional ballads of Robin Hood that also include songs and sheet music. White Snow, Bright Snow is about how a farmer, postman, police officer, and his wife and children all react to when it starts snowing. Snow is about a boy seeing snowflakes and saying it will snow when the villagers around him say it will melt and there will be no snow. However, the villagers are proven wrong. Snowflake Bentley is about Willie Bentley, the man who realized that each snowflake is unique. The book goes through the troubles he went through to do something he enjoyed. This is a good book to show students to never give up on their dreams and what they love, even if others think it is wasteful or a bad idea.